Okay, I've been hearing today is the day of the portal because I even look weird in this video. No, not because of that, but because it's full moon. And when it's full moon, something crazy is happening. And I'm not the kind of guy that is into these things, so I wouldn't be the right person to ask. But maybe I'm the perfect person for this reason because I'm feeling a lot of strange vibes. Yeah, tingling now as I'm saying that in my back, in my head, and I thought I'll make a video about this because my channel is about everything really. It's not about not one specific thing, but I wanted to talk about how I'm feeling. And just as I came back home, I saw the van of uh, a morgue, I guess you could say, um, just outside my, um, you know, just outside my house. So basically, one of my neighbors has passed away, and I think I know who that was. And I said a little prayer for her. She was an old lady, and I'm not even sure if that's her, but from what I know, that must have been her. So I said goodbyes to her, because she was living on her own, and she's, I guess, the last person to leave this place that I know of her. So anyway, you know, death is an interesting thing because we die a little bit every day, and some people were saying today at the meeting, they were saying, have you noticed that time is speeding up? And I said that for me, time is going quite slow as I'm counting my sobriety. Is going quite slow, and I just said an observation. As you get older, time is going faster because the end is coming. The end is near, and everybody started to laugh. Not everybody, but a lot of people. Like, I haven't heard people laugh like that in a AA meeting. So I couldn't even speak anymore because people were laughing, and I was just speaking honestly from my heart, and I just thought, maybe this is right. Maybe this is how it should be. We should laugh. We should laugh at the death, because as I thought about, my neighbor passing, I felt like this sad feeling. But then I thought, she's in a better place now. She's finally let go of this body. And, I'm happy for her. And as I thought about that, I looked at one of my masks that I have, and it was like smiling, it was a smiling mask. And I thought, as I was thinking these sad thoughts, I thought, wow, like she's in a better place. And the universe was telling me that it's all good, and I'm getting the shakes, the tingles now as I'm saying this, because you know today is the day of the portal. I'm listening to a few of the videos on YouTube that what it means and stuff, but you have to set your intentions right. And I thought what my intentions are and what I should suggest to you to set your intentions on. And how do you know how to set your intentions if you know we don't really know what's best for us? So I guess the best thing for us is what is meant for us. So it's good to set that intention like that. But we all know what we want, and sometimes I feel scared about setting the intentions because I don't know if the thing that I'm wanting for is what I actually need. So I was drawing this piece today, and I haven't actually drawn like that in ages, and I thought that my wish is coming true. I'm drawing every day. I'm going towards a certain goal, and I'm seeing, my YouTube journey is expanding, and, you know, I got a new job. So, and I feel quite humble, like I don't feel like I'm stepping over any boundaries because I'm sober. So I know that, things are getting better as I'm getting better, So if you want, things to get better, just honestly be honest with yourself. Like, what is it that you're not doing that you should be doing? And you know what that is, just consult with your conscience, because that is the best consultant, because you really know. Like, I know I don't spend enough time giving myself a rest. I could give myself a rest, but by digging deep and by painting and by drawing, I'm actually doing the work. So I'm not letting myself be lazy also. So I feel glad about that. But if I rest, I actually feel the progress becoming, moving a bit faster. But I don't know. I think for me, I can't rest. Like, I have to be moving forward. So for me, this portal entrance or exit or whatever it is, for me, is about work. It's about doing the work, but doing the right kind of work, so that you're relaxed, that you're chilled in what you do, and that you realize that, the portal between work and rest doesn't have to be like, now I'm chilling and now I'm working really hard. For me, it's like I'm chilling as I'm working, like I don't, have to differentiate between the two so drastically. I can just, you know, make my brush strokes a little bit gentler, every single time, and just take a step back, have a look at what I'm drawing. Like, just realize that, it doesn't have to be this torture. It can be a calm transition, smooth transition from work to rest. So that's me, I guess, thinking about this portal and the transition. So where I'm at is already quite late. Um, well, it's not quite late. It's like 9:30, but the moon is in the sky. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, full moon today, and it's the 13th, and it's actually a celebration in Lithuania. Well, it's not celebration actually. It's the opposite of that. It's a day of mourning, because on this day, Lithuanians defended the television tower when the USSR was invading Lithuania, in order to show us that we belong to Russia or to USSR, but we didn't give up. So we defended our, main building, which was the television tower, and people, and the parliament, well, parliament or the government building. So people just gathered, no guns, nothing, against tanks, and tanks crushed a few people, killed about, I don't know how many, I don't remember exactly, maybe it was 12 people or 13, maybe more, that were injured. But basically, it's an important day. So check it out if you want. January 13th in Lithuania, 1991, I think it was the year I was born. So people went to defend Lithuania, basically. Always kind of makes me a bit, again, shaky. I get goosebumps thinking about it and want to like shed a tear, because it's a very important day. When every time I even think about it, I want to cry. But like, people went and defended maybe it's like a day of humanity, you know, because like the tanks were there and the tanks weren't going to kill people, you know, even the soldiers in the tanks, they didn't want to attack, you know. They could have crushed people, but they didn't, you know, because you know, a tank against a person easily can crush, but they didn't attack. So what I think is, um, it's a sign of humanity that is still there inside a person, even if you got guns, you know, and you can't fight humanity with guns, you know. But looking at what's happening these days, you know, it's horrifying. So every time I finish my videos, I'm just wishing you peace and love, and that we have a more peaceful tomorrow. So I'm wishing you all the best and have a smooth transition through this portal into a better tomorrow. So peace and love. Love you all. Goodbye.